Hey guys, how are we doing? So it's Crypto Insight UK here, bringing you back another YouTube video. We're going to get into a bit of TA to start with, and we've got a bit of news and a bit of XRP news to finish off with. We'll just jump into it. We'll start with the TA. So we've got Bitcoin to obviously reclaim this 50-day moving average. It's looking stronger than it did previously, because what it's done is actually tested it twice on 2 days as support and managed to push off. So these next few days are important. We are still range bound between the top here at 45,700 and the bottom, or the current local bottoms at 32, 33-ish, that 33,000-ish dollars. So we're range bound between those two prices at the minute, and we could get stuck between the two moving averages here until we get a catalyst to move out. However, the most important TA for me on Bitcoin is this here. This on the relative strength index that I've pointed out before. I think I pointed out in the last video. We've had this bullish cross previously, is where it's led to two rallies. There's one here. Let me see if I can get a little tool so I can show you that a little bit more clearly. Look, so we've had one here. Look, boom, 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 and that is here. That's where it starts to break out. Look, as you can see that. And then here as well, just for those of you who might not be able to see, one device as you're watching, just trying to make it clearer for you. Here and here, not very accurate drawing, and well done, Will. You've then done that wrong, and move that there. There we go, that's more accurate there, so you can see. So we're looking for this similar sort of thing to happen here, boom, boom, boom. And the time frame, who knows, like if it pops this week, but it does normally lead to a bit of a bullish pop out of this area, so that's what we're looking for. That's what I've got my eyes on specifically, guys. Just giving you a bit of an update on that. Let's have a quick look at Ethereum on the daily, because it's just interesting to see. Obviously, Ethereum is an altcoin. Ethereum is holding a little bit higher than Bitcoin is. We've had that double test on the 50-day as well, and we are looking to close above the about $3,200-ish level to get back over the 200-day as well. So that's something that I'm looking for there with Ethereum. XRP is another one. Can we get? We're really close with XRP. We had the support 3 days, 4 days maybe of support here for XRP. We've held above this accumulation zone in an upwards consolidation pattern, very similar to March of last year, which I'm going to show you in a second. We need that daily close. We could even get it today. We really could. We just need a bit of a push, bit of a catalyst in the market. We can get that today. We want that daily close up above 84-ish cent, 85 cent would be brilliant. Anything above this level, 92 cent daily close, wow, I'll be absolutely buzzing. It's a big ask for today, because it's still that's like a 12-13% move off the top of my head. Let's have a look. Where's my ruler? Here we are. From here up to, that would be nice, 10% move. That's possible. It's possible. We just need a good catalyst. Could happen. So this bars pattern, if you guys want to draw this onto your charts yourself, I'll show you how to get a bars pattern. We just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 indicators down the left here. We just press this little toggle arrow out and we look for the bars pattern. What that then does is copies the previous bars pattern like that. So this is also known as a fractal. And what I would do there is then I line up the top here with the top, like the previous push up. And just to give us an example of the sort of time frame that we had an upwards consolidation last time in March, very similar to this. We're looking for a pop out today, tomorrow, or the next day if we do start to get one like this. For this to be confirmed, this fractal that's following something similar, whether it does or not, no one knows, guys. It's just showing you previous price action, which could indicate what happens in the future. That's basically what TA is. With fractals specifically, it's hit and miss, but with technical indicators, they do have like percentages for each one of how they act positively or negatively in terms of predicting price. So we're looking for that daily close above this moving average. If we get that today or tomorrow, guys, I could really see it following a similar pattern to this, because it'd be the first time in a while that we've had that close above the 200 when we've been stuck under there for a while. So like that, see how we broke through it there, we really had a push off, and then here we broke through it, and then look where we went up from there all the way up to here, all the way up to, sorry, that's 190 up here. So it's possible, and with this bars pattern it's pretty cool, because it'll break up above the all-time high, up to 225. It will come down, find support in and around the 130, 140 region, break back above this trend line, find support on top of there, completing a cup and handle pattern, which I've talked about before in my yesterday's video, and that would be the breakout target. I'll show you where I found that. So it's from like the middle of the cup down to the previous low, and then just put it on the end of the high, or you can put it on the end of here, give you a bit of an idea of where we're going to go. So what 410 to 470 will be my breakout target from there, and once we're up there, guys, world your oyster. Honestly, let's see what happens. Don't want to get ahead of myself too much, but that's what I'm looking for. Another thing I have had my eye on recently is ApeCoin. Obviously bought it at Yacht Club. I've actually traded the volatility on this coin a little bit the last few days. I've made two positive trades and actually been successful on both of these. Just trading the volatility, as I said. I don't know where my relative strength index is. That's just decided to take itself off my charts, so that's always fun. Let's just quickly add that back in there. Let's see if we can get it in. Boom. Okay, too many indicators. Cool. Not sure how you've worked that one out, charts. But we'll just leave it for now, and I'll sort it out in a minute. My trading view has been a bit dodgy. But yeah, I was using the relative strength index as well as the volume and some breakouts above key resistance levels. Just traded small little trades, so from like here to here. I think I traded from like down here to up here as well. Just to give you an idea of those trades that I made on that. But yeah, just be careful with any sort of coin like that. It's got a low market. It's not that low, but the volatility, I mean, the volume's going to be all over the place. People buying, selling it, trying to find out what the floor price is for it. So it's going to be massively volatile, or I hope it would be. Why people try and work out the true value of the coin. But there's definitely opportunity to swing trade there if that's something you're interested in. So that's just, I've had my eye on it, is what I'm saying. Yeah. So basically, that's about it really on TA. We'll have a little look at DXY. So DXY, we want to get rejected at 702. Normally when the dollar loses strength, we do start to see a bit of a pickup in crypto because it's sort of a hedge against the dollar and inflation. When the dollar gains strength, we do sort of see a drop in crypto, or that's how it has been in the past. And crypto has been correlating a little bit with the S&P. So we've had these, few days of rally since 15th of March. We started to push up. When did we start to push up in Bitcoin? Oh, that's on the nice hourly. That's why I've been. That's why. Let's have a look. So let's go back to the S&P. Yeah, 14th, 15th of March when we started to see that pickup. When did we see it for Bitcoin? 13th. Yeah, 14th of March. As you see, look, we found our bottom here. So there is some sort of short-term correlation, in my opinion, between those two. And now let's just get onto the news. So this is something that I found very interesting. So Do Kwon, or Stablecoin, is the founder of Luna, which I do quite like the project. I haven't done too much digging into it. What I do like is that you can stake UST on Anchor Protocol for 19.5%, which is a stablecoin with 19.5% APY. Is pretty nuts. This is the interesting thing that I've read recently, though. So basically, Stablecoin said that he was going to buy 3 billion of Bitcoin as reserve for his UST, which is their stablecoin, which is more than Michael Saylor owns of Bitcoin. Michael Saylor owns 2.41 billion of Bitcoin as of September the 30th, and Stablecoin is looking to come through and buy $3 billion worth of Bitcoin, which would be massive for the price. It's another massive catalyst potentially for the price of Bitcoin, especially if he's holding it for reserves. It's going to be just sitting there long term as long as that Luna price goes up. So it could be really good for the market. When he came out and said that, we did actually have a bit of a pump. So this guy, I don't actually follow him. I'm going to follow him. Dennis Portillo actually writes a thread about the Luna stablecoin. If you did want to learn a bit more about that, I haven't really got the time to read it on this video. I haven't read into it too much in depth, but it's interesting. There are two types of stablecoins. So we've got the asset-backed stablecoin and the algorithmically backed stablecoin. UST is an algorithmically backed stablecoin, but basically he's talking about how even with algorithmically backed stablecoins, if the underlying asset on the network, so that's Luna, starts to lose too much value, people get scared, and that can actually decrease the price of the stablecoin in kind of a loop format. So to have some reserves as well just gives it that extra bit of support. So definitely something to read into, guys, if you're interested in something like that. So we've also had this. Blockworks. Meta has filed trademarks applications for its logo to be used in crypto tokens and virtual currency exchanges. So this is exciting in my opinion, because what it means is that Meta are probably going to release some kind of crypto. Whether you agree or don't agree with Meta, it doesn't really matter. I'm not discussing that. But what it will bring, if they do release some sort of token, is a lot of attention back to the market. 1 billion users on Facebook, active users. We know that. Get them all involved in crypto, even in an altcoin, and that's when you're going to see some big retail attention back into the market. As I've said, any metaverse token should pump when we see good news from Meta. Whether this is good news or not, it's not really been reported on that much. I'm waiting for a sort of update from Meta itself before I get back onto Meta tokens, and then we should ride that pump up a little while. Not financial advice, of course. Wall Street Bank Cohen Inc. to offer spot Bitcoin and crypto trading to institutional clients. It's not out yet, but they're building a team of 100 people to offer Bitcoin trading, essentially. Fed Chair Jerome Powell, digital innovation in the finance sector is here to stay. We're just at the beginning. That's from the BIS Summit. We already knew this, guys, because of the White House's executive order that we saw, and Fed Powell will have had some input into that. So we do know that. And guys, we know they are exploring CBDCs. They've said they want to explore CBDCs. They're going to be further along with tests than they've already said. There's no way anyone proposes anything that they've not already tried to test it. So, another huge piece of news. Okay, great. So I'm going to get mugged off by Bloomberg right now. Take me back to the home page. Great. No, that's not what I want you to see. That is what I want you to see. We'll see if we can find it somewhere else then. Just quickly find this. It's pretty big news, guys. Basically, Crypto.com have partnered with FIFA. Crypto. I'm awful at this, aren't I? .com, FIFA. Let's see. Yeah, so Crypto.com is proud to be the first crypto trading platform sponsor of the World Cup in Qatar 2022. I think this is absolutely huge news. I'm going to retweet that. I'm going to quote retweet it. Big news. That's what I'm going to put. Because the reason I think this is such big news is Crypto.com are hitting retail hard. If we think about the advertisement push that they've done, I think they spent over $1 billion in adverts. So what they've UFC, we've got a partnership. So that's everyone who, it's really sports based at the minute. UFC, Formula One, NFL. Didn't they have a thing at the Super Bowl? Didn't they buy the Staples Center? Am I right? Is that basketball? I'm not too in touch with American sports, but so we've got NFL, we've got Formula One, we've got UFC, we've got basketball, we've got football, as in soccer for you guys over there in the States. I know they sponsor some different soccer teams, football teams, and now the World Cup again. There's loads of eyes on this space now, and Crypto.com really leading the way in the advertising there. So let's see what happens and what comes from that. Now we're going to get onto the XRP news specifically, guys. We've got a bit of lawsuit news and a bit of XRP news specifically. It's pretty cool. Multi-chain and the XRP ledger are now integrated. So the integration opens the door for cross-chain interoperability between the XRPL and other blockchains. Native asset XRP has been supported already and will be added soon. So that's pretty cool. If you want more information about that, you can read a Medium article if you go to multichain.org. And this one is really cool. So Canadian bank and Israeli banks partner with one of Australia's largest banks to use Ripple ODL services. So we had the Canadian and Australian announcement. I don't know if I did it, if I talked about it on my YouTube. I definitely talked about it on my Twitter and TikTok. So NIB Bank, where are we looking? So CIBC and NIB basically we're talking about there was a partnership with them. And then between those two for ODL services. And now Israeli bank comes into this as well, which is Bank Leumi, is that right? That's leveraging XRP, guys. RippleNet itself has 55 countries in the world, and ODL actually has 22 corridors. So, guys, as soon as they start turning on ODL, as we know from Raoul Pal, we've talked about it before, in a signed agreement, by the way, that leverages XRP, the ODL service does. As we talked about before, the more volume, the more the token will be worth over time, essentially. So this is great news, guys. It's also great for anyone trying to actually pay across borders. Let's not get away from that. As much as it's brilliant for us, and it means that our token prices will hopefully increase in value, which is what we're looking for. Remember, it's a speculative cycle at the minute, so we're only going on hype. Everything's priced on hype right now. but it's actually brilliant for trying to send money as well, isn't it? Let's be honest. If I was trying to send money, if I was in Australia trying to send money to Canada, it's a bit of a struggle. Like when I went to Australia, I had to use something called TransferWise. I think it cost me like $100 to send like a lot of my savings from Great British Pound to dollars, and it took like 2 days. I was so scared. I didn't even know if it was going to arrive. There's no one telling you anything that's going on. But now I'd just take it I'd take it as an exchange. I'd either go P2P, go to someone here, do you want to buy some XRP off me? I'll sell it to them for dollars, or a lot of different services. Like now, when that integration comes from a UK bank, I could just send that through my fiat currency, through ODL, and transfer it instantly. That's the joy of cryptocurrency. That's the everyday user. For me personally, I'm going to hold most of my capital in crypto and trade in and around of stable coins. I am going to diversify out my portfolio into property and stuff like that. But when I decide where I want to settle first, though. But until that time, probably gold, stuff like that as well, just to try and protect against the risk assets, the volatility of crypto, obviously. So these are the two things I wanted to talk about in regards to XRP. We've got the SEC request for an extension of time was granted in text order only. It stated the SEC shall inform the court of a position whether any additional discovery is required within a week of finding the individual defendants. I'm pretty sure this is just to do with Brad and Chris specifically. So it appears that the individual defendant's answer is due on the 8th of April 2022. The SEC's proposition for additional discovery time is due on the 15th of April, and the joint proposed scheduling order is April the 22nd. So that's a bit of an extension of time. But let's just have a look what John Deaton thinks of this. So he says here. The extension is a big deal in the form of substance we would have loved to have seen denied. Technically speaking, it's understandable why it was granted. The SEC really doesn't need to see the answer to decide. I don't know what RWR means. More if they need more discovery, but that's usually how it's done. He said it's a big deal to people because it's another delay by the SEC. Practically speaking, however, it won't delay the case much at all. I wouldn't be surprised to see Garland House and Larson's answered filed by the end of the week. So that's everything I've got for you today, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think of this video and how you think I can improve my YouTubes. Also, guys, if you want to be involved with me a bit more, I'd love it if you guys could subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video if you did enjoy it. I am really going to try and hammer my YouTube. I really enjoy making them, and I feel like I actually get some interaction with you guys in the comments. I do try and reply to every single comment. So anything you've got. Actually, one thing I did want to say is if anyone wants to work with me in terms of helping me edit my videos, thumbnails, anything like that, please drop me a DM on Insta or Twitter. I am really looking for somebody who would like to get involved with what I'm trying to do here, educating people. But yeah, that'll be it from me today. I hope you have a great evening, and I will speak to you tomorrow. Peace up, A-Town down, as Usher would say.